Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Nearly 50 years ago, Saturday Night Live forever changed the art of sketch comedy. The new film, Saturday Night, takes us backstage in the 90 minutes leading up to the very first episode. It's in theaters and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Gabriel LaBelle played a young Steven Spielberg in The Fabelmans and is now playing a young Lorne Michaels who is in far over his head as he dares to put on a sketch comedy series that's different than anything else on NBC. It's 10 p.m. and Lorne is frantically running around the hallways surrounding Studio 8H as he's trying to put the final touches on the first episode. It's an absolute mess, with dress rehearsal running 3 hours, lighting equipment falling on actors and causing a fire on set, and the execs at NBC are just hoping that it fails. Cory Smith plays Chevy Chase, who we see antagonizing John Belushi, who's played by Matt Wood. We also find Lorne struggling with his relationship with his wife, Rosie Schuster, who's played by Rachel Sennott, and she is actually a writer on the series, but is kind of falling for Dan Aykroyd, who's played by Dylan O'Brien. The film also stars Cooper Hoffman as NBC executive and Vice President Dick Ebersol, and Nicholas Braun plays both Andy Kaufman and Jim Henson. Saturday Night is directed by Jason Reitman, who co-wrote the film with Gil Keenan, and they've also collaborated on the latest Ghostbusters movies. Reitman claims to have written the screenplay based on interviews and conversations that he's had with as many people as possible that worked on that first episode. Saturday Night was the original name of the series before it changed to Saturday Night Live. Reitman doesn't make this the film that you think it will be. It isn't highlighting the different cast members and their brands of comedy. This isn't about recreating Roseanne or the Coneheads or Fred Garvin, male prostitute. Instead, he's made this like a race against the clock, high-stakes drama as to whether Saturday Night will actually hit the airwaves, or if NBC executive David Tennant would cut to old episodes of Johnny Carson instead. Willem Dafoe is quite menacing as Tennant. Now, it's essentially told in real time through that 90 minutes leading up to that first episode and airtime, and we see a clock giving that timestamp throughout the film. Eric Spielberg frequently works as Jason Reitman's cinematographer, and they're really treating the camera like the sole entity capturing everything that's happening backstage through Lorne's perspective. It's really reminiscent of the kind of one long tracking shot that was used in the movie Birdman. It's a frantic, fast-paced, and overstuffed with, I think, too many ideas. I couldn't help but, wonder if some of the bits could have been cut from the movie, but I actually think that that's Jason Reitman's point here. He's giving voice to all the people who don't usually get the attention, from Lorne and Dick Ebersol, Rosie Schuster, to even people like Billy Crystal and Jim Henson, who were left kind of just waiting in the wings compared to that opening night cast. Gabriel LaBelle is terrific as Lorne Michaels, and you can just see the huge career that he still has ahead of himself. Cory Smith and Dylan O'Brien are highlights, playing original cast members Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. Saturday Night is a really stirring glimpse into the origins of a sketch comedy show. You can see how it's a chaotic mess that has just continued to work through its ups and downs and still make headlines 50 years later. I'm giving Saturday Night 4.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. It's really one of my favorite movies of the year. I hope you enjoy it. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some movie reviews, and I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment here on YouTube. Go to my social media at Paul's Movie Trip. What have been some of your favorite Saturday Night Live cast members or sketches? Let's sound off on how great Saturday Night Live is, and then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Saturday Night. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.